Happy Wednesday to you all. Let's just dive right in and get started. This will be for cash lineups. I've only looked at the slate once, and these are my findings. Didn't do any research yet. If you want to hit that subscribe button, I'm going to research Friday or Saturday and put another video out based on the numbers and research. So hit that like and subscribe button and come on back. But this one, let's dive right in. Quarterback. I feel like people are going to pay up for Mahomes. I'm sliding down to Trubisky. Going back to the well. For running back, I think people are going to be scared by the Green Bay rank of 7th on defense, but I'm going to plug Todd Gurley in for now. And this week is going to be different from last week. Last week, I didn't want to plug in 3 running backs that were expensive because there weren't any. This week, there's so many good running backs. It's like the opposite. It's very much the opposite. I'm going to plug James Conner in. I did not play him on week 1, and look what he did against the Browns. The Browns have key injuries on defense still. I think Schobert might be still out, but I think we'll find out later. So let's plug him for now. And I feel like what people are going to do, they're going to scroll that down to Marlon Mack. Where's he at? Marlon Mack. He's got a nice matchup. He's not going to get 34 points next week. If he does, then more power to him. But the Raiders, terrible against the run. We might look at him later. But what I think is the best running back matchup this week is Kareem Hunt. I saw Gurley tear this Broncos defense up for 200 plus yards rushing and in Denver, and the game's in KC. And if the game's a blowout, he's going to get the ball. So he had 20 touches, 15 touches, and he scored 30 points. So he's not needing a lot of touches. But, he's also not touchdown dependent, which is good. So I'm going to plug in Hunt right there. So where are we at 3,900. So it may not seem like a good average. So we're going to go down to defense. I usually plug in one of the worst defenses as far as price. This Browns defense actually looks pretty good. Did 16 points. But what I'm going to do for now, I'm going to plug my Rams defense in here. I saw this Rams defense. It was a totally different defense. They were still pretty good a couple years ago in St. Louis. They were playing in Green Bay, and they just confused the heck out of Aaron Rodgers. And that was before Wade Phillips came on board. This was when Greg Williams was the defensive coordinator, who's now the defensive coordinator for Cleveland. So I might go there probably, but for now I'm going to go with the Rams. Let's go tight end, because they usually don't pay up for tight end. I'm zeroing on these two, Jimmy Graham or Njoku. The Rams, great defense, but they're terrible against a tight end. 23rd. Jimmy Graham's going to have 18 plus points. But Njoku, let's see, the first week he only had 4 points against Pittsburgh, but that was with Tyrod Taylor. He's getting 6, 12, and 10. Even 6 targets, he had 15 points. The Steelers are even worse than the Rams against the tight end. So Njoku, for second time in a row, he might be the absolute chalk, but for cash games, that doesn't matter. It kind of favors us. So we have 4,100 to spend a receiver. And I know last week burned a lot of people spending low on receiver, but I think this week we can get away with it. Well, I like Mr. Crabtree here, Michael Crabtree. He is, if cash games, double ups, and 50-50s, if they had a poster advertising for them, Michael Crabtree would be the face of that poster. He is Mr. Reliable. Anywhere from 10 to 20 points. He doesn't catch many touchdowns, but look at his targets. 9, 9, 12, 8, 10, 10, 6. And Carolina, in the middle of the road defense against the pass. I think Baltimore's going to have to throw a lot in this game. So I like Crabtree. And don't panic. Don't fret. I'm going to give you guys a sleeper. I saw him 2 weeks ago playing the Falcons. And this guy is Jameis Winston's security blanket, Adam Humphries. This might be, it doesn't look like it by the numbers, but I think it's James Winston's favorite target to throw to. 8 and 4 targets the last 2 weeks. Yeah, I'm tired of. I usually have a guy the last couple of weeks. I've won the last 3 weeks, but I've always had a receiver that doesn't do anything from 0 to like 5 points. But if he gets 8 points here, it's gonna help us out a lot. And the Bengals pass defense is terrible. Give up a lot of points, a lot of yards. It's in Cincinnati, so I think Jameis Winston's gonna have to throw a lot, and they don't like giving the ball to Peyton Barber apparently, because we had him last week and he had about 3 points. So just plug in M. Humphreys in, and don't worry about it. He's gonna get 8 to 12 points easily, maybe more. If he has more, he might be a good GPP play too. So last receiver, 4,100. No one's. I don't think anyone's gonna play him. Robbie Anderson. He's playing the Bears. The Bears pass defense, their pass rush is unbelievable. But Mac was banged up last week. I watched that game because of Trubisky. Their pass defense was really shaky. A lot of Josh Gordon was wide open on a lot of plays, and he got a lot of good separation. I don't think I've ever seen Robbie Anderson play. Might go back to last week's game and see what happened there. But he had 10 targets, only caught 3. I think he's a deep threat. But with all the injuries, and I know they just signed Rashard Matthews, but he's probably not going to be up to speed. But Robbie Anderson, I think, could have a big, about 15-point game or more. So I don't know if we're going to keep him on the final roster. Like last week, I did a third look lineup, and that was the roster lineup that I played. And it worked. So the first look usually everyone doesn't make it. But more than half of these guys will make it on my final lineup. Probably the Broncos defense and some of the Rams, but we'll look into that. So to recap, we got Trubisky at quarterback, Gurley, Connor, Hunt at running back, and then we got Crabtree, Humphreys, and Anderson at receiver. Rams defense, and David Njoku at tight end. And that'll do it for this video. Come on back, guys. Friday, Saturday. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell. And let me know in the comments if you like this or not. I'm here to help. I think it's going to be a great week coming up. We've won the last 3 weeks. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.